My name is Tom Lambeth, and I am David's father, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you here, along with my beautiful wife, Susie, who put this entire event together. This is a special occasion as we celebrate the marriage of Warner and David this weekend. And it's so special that each and every one of you have taken time, and some traveled great distances to be here. I just will say that somehow I was blessed in my life to have two wonderful children and to have two wonderful women agree to marry me. I know Susan is smiling from above on our gathering tonight.
Warner, you were the first. You are the first niece. But being the first comes with a privilege. And that privilege was being able to spend time with grands. And she's with you now, and she'd be proud. David, welcome to the family.
I had this memory earlier of our last Christmas with my mother, and she gave both David and I a little book on how to raise a gentleman. And I just think that's such a perfect image of her intention to support us in these big transition moments. And I know that she would have loved you, Warner.
Well, welcome, and I'm glad we're finally here. And remember I kept telling you when we first started meeting that the plane was just like in its descent. And well, we've landed, and here we are. And I love the text that we selected. Our love is as fierce as the grave. If all of the money could buy it, it would be scorned. hear that even in the liturgy that we just sang. Will you, forsaking all others, will you love, honor, keep in sickness and in health? It really is this sacrificial, this selfless way of loving. And I don't know, there's lots of ways to love on this earth, but I suspect that the love between a man and a woman, a husband and a wife from God, when it's covenanted together, is quite like one of the closest fullness of understanding God's love. But when God's people come together in love and take an arm like you've taken an arm, and take a heart like you've taken each other's heart, and look at each other like you're looking at each other and say, whither thou goest, I will go. Our love is fierce. Our love is reckless for the Lord, reckless for our families, and reckless for one another. And so, as St. Paul said in the book of Philippians, keep on doing these things, and the God of heaven and earth will keep on doing those things in your life together.
In the name of God, I, David, take you, Warner,
to be my husband
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
until we are parted by death.
this is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
I announce to you that they are now husband and wife, those whom God has joined together. Let no one put asunder.
Some noise for the new Mr. and Mrs. David Thomas Levitt the third.
Last April up to right now was by far the best month of my life. I've always remembered one story that my parents told me. I was about to go to college and, looking forward to college. And, we were talking about how great college is and everything else. And, both my parents both agreed. As great as college was, as great as everything is, every year had been better than the last. And it was because they were together and, everything was great. And I always thought, give me a break. Like, that's ridiculous. College is incredible. Until I met Warner, and every phase of our relationship has been better than the last. Every phase moving forward will be better than right now. Well, this is fantastic, as great as this is, but I understand what they meant now. And I think that shows a lot of when you're with the right person, every day is better than the day before. We'll continue to be that way, and Warner makes me a better person. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. So thank you all so much for being here, and have fun.
Welcome, David, to the fam. Things get weird and we act like hands. My favorite is when you say,
If you want this, I got the come get this.
Right and groom into the bells of power.
Everything you want me to be, babe. You know I'm loyal. This hand is loyal. And don't get no better than this. If you need to be free to believe it, I'm gonna be hell yeah. Everything you want me to be, baby. You know I'm loyal. This hand is loyal. And don't get no better than this. When I come up to your doorstep, little knockety knock knock, what you got for your mama? You can't cut out the drama, leave it in the past, so you might as well keep your smile. Been thinking about you lately. Ooh, baby. Been thinking about you.